I was just recently speaking with a woman who said that one of her goals for this next year was to pursue one of her passions outside of work, to really just grow. It's actually a business that she wants to grow. It's her passion. It's what she loves. It's what lights her up, makes her feel good and fulfilled. And she really wants to pursue that. And so she said, that is my goal for this next year. And I said, okay, what's your plan? And she said, what do you mean? I said, when are you going to spend the time doing that? Because you haven't done it so far, right? Your life is the way that it is now without having taken the time or carved out enough time and space to make that thing happen. So it's not happening now. What is your plan to make it happen? And she said, well, I'm going to spend more time doing it. I said, okay, well, why aren't you spending more time doing it now? Why haven't you spent more time doing it? Why haven't you been putting action into that? She's like, well, I haven't had time. And so I said, okay, so what are you going to do to make time for that? And even deeper, if we go even deeper, what is making that time going to cost you? What is the sacrifice that you are going to have to make in order to make the time to pursue this thing that you really want? Because if we never get clear on how to do what we need to do, and then how to be clear on why we haven't done it already, if we're not honest with ourselves about that, it's never going to happen. We're never going to make the change because we're not actually identifying what needs to change. So she said, the reason why I haven't been pursuing it is because I work too long of hours and I do a really good job of my job and it's really important for me to do a good job. And there's always someone who needs something. I just run out of time. And I said, you're not running out of time. You're making time for other things. So what is it going to cost you to not make that time for those other things? And when we dug a little deeper, we realized that the reason why she wasn't making time for this thing, her passion, is because she was putting in these longer hours at work, was because she had some people-pleasing tendencies where she didn't feel comfortable saying no to any requests that came her way. So do you see that? Do you see how when you have a goal and you're not making it happen, you're not pursuing it, it's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because you're not motivated enough. It's because you don't have a plan and you haven't identified what you are going to have to give up, let go of, or sacrifice in order to make this thing happen.